you've had a hard time, so hope it's going to get better for you.
It's not every day you find a former Prime Minister on your doorstep.
Sorry I didn't get things over the line, but if we can get back in, then we can do so.
She's going to get me over the line.
Yes. And then we can all move on.
But keeping hold of Stirling is going to be hard work for the Scottish Conservatives.
Sorry, dropping your leaflets.
Are you more of an asset than Boris Johnson in this campaign to the Scottish Conservatives?
I'm enjoying campaigning for Scottish colleagues.
The anti-independence message is the same as in 2017, but here's the challenge for Stephen Kerr in 2019.
Stephen's done generally a pretty good job for us, but there's one overriding issue that I just can't see eye to eye on him on, so there we go.
Brexit.
Exactly.
Slide out like that and get the foot in.
Stirling's home to Scotland's National Curling Academy. What better place to meet all the candidates in this winter election? Stephen Kerr won his seat with just 148 votes. Could his stance on Brexit knock him out of the competition? Nearly 68% in the Stirling Council area voted to remain in the EU, and you are an outspoken Brexiteer. Have you been ignoring your constituents' wishes?
When you say I'm an outspoken Brexiteer, I absolutely believe in upholding the referendum result of 2016. And you know, 68% of my constituents did vote to remain, but 99% of them at least are Democrats, and they understood that we were voting on a United Kingdom basis about the United Kingdom's membership of the European Union, and they accept that result.
I'll push it and you sweep it.
The SNP's Alan Smith is hoping to sweep up the Remain vote here. He's a member of the European Parliament and a lawyer who's been part of cross-party efforts to challenge Brexit in the courts.
I've stopped Brexit 4 times already, so I'm getting T-shirts made. I survived the 29th of March, etc., etc. Scotland's representation in the European Parliament doesn't suffer if I'm elected as an MP here. I'm replaced on the list by a strong women candidate, which is good news for the people of Scotland as well. Scotland's representation doesn't go down, and Stirling's gets a lot better.
Last time the Lib Dems lost their deposit. This time they're throwing themselves into the campaign with higher hopes.
In Stirling specifically, most residents in Stirling do not want to see Brexit and they do not want independence. And so of the other parties, they do not represent the views of Stirling constituents.
Push.
Once a safe Labour seat, the party took a dramatic tumble in Stirling in 2015. Their candidate recovered well here, but can her party? Mary-Kate Ross is 19 and says she offers voters a different perspective.
What I think is it's about zero contracts and about jobs. Like, as a working student, I think Labour's plan to ban zero contracts is wonderful for us.
Stirling is the only Tory seat in Scotland the Greens are standing in. Is their candidate concerned about splitting the pro-independence vote?
If SNP or anyone else is worried about splitting any kind of vote, well, they should listen to why people want to vote for the Green Party. And if they're not happy with that, you know, if people aren't happy with their policies and they want to vote Green, then that's their problem.
So not for the first time, Stirling is a key battleground, and what is so interesting about this seat is it offers a snapshot of Scotland. City meets country, sprawling middle-class suburbs run into some of the most disadvantaged communities in Scotland, like the Rat Block, where I'm headed next.
1, 2, 3.
Music plays a key role in efforts to revamp this area's image. At the community centre, older residents sing with local school children and worry for their future.
There doesn't seem to be many jobs, you know, for the young people around here.
Everything's shutting down. The high streets are dying. The high streets are dying.
There wasn't much trust in any party here.
Well, I must say for the first time I'm not impressed with any of them. I really am not.
In the first December election in nearly a century, the choice on offer is leaving many voters cold. Catherine Sampson, STV News, Stirling.